Hello, and welcome to Black Hair in the Big Leagues presents the Salisha Show. And you guys, we are just all over 1776 right now, okay? I got to see the show for the first time last night, and it's great. I forgot until the moment that I sat down and it first began that I watched it at Lincoln Center in like the archives, and I remembered in that moment, oh wait, I know this show. Except there's not all older white men on this stage. It's a very diverse cast of all women, trans, and non-binary, with what I am thinking is going to be the same story of the original 1776. And so this is the revival. And today I have the pleasure of talking to two of the cast members right now. And I just want to give you a little bit about them. Let's see here. First up, we've got, hold on. Oh yes, okay. She played Crystal in the off-Broadway production of Little Shop of Horrors, and she's making her Broadway debut as the courier with a killer solo in 1776. We've got Salome B Smith. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait to talk to you because you had a moment on stage last night. Hallelujah. And next up, we also got, she toured with Pippin and Pretty Woman. And she's also making her Broadway debut in 1776. And also just a side note, because I know her aside from the show, she's a very beautiful soul who apparently I do vision boarding with. And, and I also got to party with that one of our best friends' weddings not too long ago. You guys, please help me welcome the sweet, the soulful Imani Williams.
Hello.
Hi, you guys, both of you. I want to say congratulations to both of you for making your Broadway debut.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
How are we feeling? Not this side.
Right now in this moment, or about being on Broadway and the show and the debut and the things?
I would like to know, well, actually, however you'd like to answer it, but I do want to know if it is meeting your expectations, surpassing, or if it's under what you thought of what Broadway would be like, especially coming out of a pandemic.
Yeah. I would say, it was not what I expected. I would say that much. Already having to wait for so long after even being casted. We waited 2.5 years after being casted to even make this Broadway debut, and then once it finally did come, to be honest, it wasn't exactly what I expected or hoped for it to be. However, though, as my mom always says, there's a lesson in everything. And I do strongly believe, although it was not what I envisioned or would have hoped for it to be, I would say that this has really gave me the foundation for whatever my next level is. And I'm very much appreciative of it. Everything is not going to be glitz and glam, but I do believe there's something to grasp from every opportunity or job that you take on, specifically in this industry as well.
Yeah. No, I feel that, Salome. I feel that. And, just as a reminder, as somebody on the outside who got to watch from the audience, it's a great show. And
it is.
And you specifically, you've got a great moment in the show. It's very memorable. And so to make your Broadway debut, it's pretty awesome. And so even though I don't know you, I feel proud of you. I'm like, oh my goodness, way to go. But also,
thank you so much.
Shoot, Broadway is hard, especially coming out of this pandemic.
Look, that's the part they don't tell you. They don't tell you how hard Broadway actually is.
Yes.
From the outside, we're just like, oh my gosh, I want to be on Broadway. I want to be up there. I want to be up there. And then you get up there and you're like, oh,
8 times a week.
You didn't tell me this. You didn't tell me I had to deal with this. You didn't tell me I was gonna be this tired. You didn't tell me my knee was gonna be hurting. You didn't tell me my back was
right.
You didn't tell me all
right.
that.
Right.
You didn't tell
And
me I was
what
gonna
about
have to sing while sick? Like you didn't tell me. Like it's crazy.
sing while and honestly, how about for you, Imani? I know that you're a swing. I get that swing life. I've also recently been a swing, and just because you aren't on does not mean you're not working.
Oh yeah. No,
okay.
No. I mean, I had my first swing experience recently, which I'm so grateful for. So like I could set up my expectations, set up like what I'm doing backstage, like how to work things out. But yeah, it's wild that I feel tired even when I'm not like on the show 8 times a week.
It's not wild. That's real.
Thing. I'm like, oh, I'm exhausted. So I can't imagine how y'all feel all the time, being on all the time.
I mean, no. I know what it's like to be a swing, and I'm not a great swing off the record. Okay, it's a roller coaster. And if you get a text saying, hey, you might be going on second act, the adrenaline, it's as if you did the show, even if you didn't end up going on.
It's true. We had our first mid-show swing on yesterday, actually.
I was there.
Yes, that's right. Oh my God, that's right. So you saw it.
I saw it.
And we were recording it backstage because this is the first time like being a mid-show. I was like, okay, here's a document of it. And it's really just blur, like getting the mic, getting the head, getting the makeup, getting the costume. And then, okay, go downstairs. You're at places. Here you are. Jump into it. Go.
You're at places. Wait, have you gone on yet?
I have. I've gone on. I'm gone on actually for Salome over here.
Oh my God. I've been saying your name wrong.
No, you're saying it right. No, everybody I have like 7 different names.
Not Salome. I'm like, oh my God. I call this girl Salome.
No, you said it right. I just have like 7 different names.
Great.
And I answer to all of them.
Okay, so you went on for Salome. Anyway, question, because Salome, you were just talking about no one told me that my leg was going to hurt, that my back was going to hurt. In one of the scenes, you have a big limp. Okay, please tell me that was the character and not you.
Well, after doing this for so long, it's about to be me.
Shut up. Can we get this girl some PT, please?
Look, I just left PT. I literally just came back from PT.
Wow.
Yes, I literally just came back in from PT.
Oh my God.
And for all of you artists listening, that is what you're supposed to do. If you feel something going on, go get it taken care of.
Yes.
Professional. Don't be like, I can do this. I can. No.
Wait, does the show provide PT?
Yes.
Good. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The show didn't send you to PT this morning, did they?
Well, we have PT, of course, like, in between shows, like twice a week. But then also, what happened? They had me in these boots that were killing my feet. And I kept telling them, like, y'all, these boots, like, I need something more expensive. Just put it out there. Like, these are cheap. They're not working. And it's like,
more expensive.
Like we've been in these shoes for forever. Like, you have to get me something else that's a better quality. And because I waited so long, because, we were in Boston before here, because I waited so long to tend to it, because I just thought, oh, I'm just tired. I'll stretch it and, I'll be fine. But because I waited so long, it turned into an even bigger issue.
Whoa.
So I end up just like filling out like that injury report so that I could get PT on it and, just keep myself in the game and learn other techniques to keep my body in tip-top shape to do all 15 shows a week.
Shut up. Oh my God, it does be feeling like that. Honestly, okay, so here's the thing. Like, I've always thought 8 shows a week was actually, I've never thought that was a bad. I was like, yeah, I used to work at Disney, 5 shows a day. Oh yeah, only 1 or 2 a day on Broadway, not a big deal. Until Beautiful, the show that I was in, closed. And then I was dating somebody on Broadway. And I was like, you're gone again? You have to leave again? And then fast forward to after the pandemic, after she'd been on her butt for a while. Hello, me. going back into a show is like, wait, we do this every day,
Yeah.
Twice a day.
twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nuts. I think it should
Yeah.
change. No other industry has people working 8 times a week.
Agreed.
It should change. I
Agreed.
think it should be 6 shows. I think we should get 2 days off. That's just me though, you know.
Okay, wait, question about that, Imani. How would you feel about 2 days off, but still 8 shows? So when you're at work, it's basically a 2-show day almost every day.
No. Nope. Take 2 of the shows away, especially these Wednesday matinees. And this is what I hear. It's not even just our show. I hear this from other friends because I have friends on Broadway.
You've got friends on Broadway, Imani.
But I hear from them, they're like, yeah, our Wednesday matinees are like not popping. So I don't know why we have a show. And I'm like, okay, so why are we doing this? Why do we
They used to be popping because, you know, it's a lot of older people. But right now, people are still kind of nervous about, you know. But it felt normal last night.
It did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have a mask anywhere on me. People around me, everyone was chilling. Nobody was. It felt good to be in a theater, and it did not feel like, oh my God, am I going to get COVID? No, it felt
Stay
good.
safe out there, kids. Do what you got to do. Whatever your comfortability is, do what you got to do. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Let's see. How do we feel about when you're on, Imani, or when you're on every day, Salome, the hair sit? How are we feeling about it?
For me personally, I love it. I did Pretty Woman right before this contract. And when I mean right before, I mean my last day was April 3rd and my first day was April 4th.
Oh my God.
A lesson learned. I'll never do it again. Now I know, Imani Pearl, never again. You need some time for your well-being. So, but when I showed up, I had like a little bit of hair. My hair is 4C, very thick, very kinky coily, like, and it was like a couple inches off of my head. And when we met with Mia, our wig person, she said, so how do you feel about your hair? And I was like, to be honest, the only reason I have any kind of inch on my head is because I had to wear wigs in Pretty Woman. She said, so you wouldn't mind shaving it? I said, yes, ma'am, please.
Oh my God.
Let's go. So now I maintain my own hair. I have clippers. I'm actually going to shave it down today.
Oh my God.
I have clippers. I cut it like once a week and a half.
And do they pay you for cutting your hair?
They do not pay me for cutting my hair. But if I wanted to go get it cut, then they would reimburse me. Like if I got something fancy, they would reimburse me.
That makes me feel better. Okay, I'm like, do we need to write a letter?
Salome, wait a second. Am I missing out on a check? What's happening? Not this fast.
Come on, Salome, what you got?
How about that? You are having to maintain your hair. They should be paying you for it. If that's what they want, they should be paying you for it.
Salisha
and
Thomas
you should be
the
giving them and you should be giving them your price.
You know what? I learned something this afternoon and I'm gonna dive into it today.
I mean, that's in the equity rules. If they don't provide you with a wig, they are responsible financially for whatever you need, whether it's oil, conditioner, brushes, because you have a low cut brush, do-rag, your time and your effort, your labor.
Listen, I'm just here to ask the questions.
The more you know. The more you know.
I did not know that at first either. I did not know that at first. Somebody in the costumes at another show, they were like, oh, can you wear your own dress for blah, 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 blah? And I was like, okay. They was like, yeah, and we'll pay you to rent it. And
Thank you. And you'll pay me to rent it.
Okay. They was like, yeah, whenever you have to use your own stuff or you have to do it yourself because it's something we want, they are required to pay you. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the good news is that because you're so excited about it, no one is going to feel like you're coming at them with disrespect because you're like, I'm so glad I get to shave my head. So when you do approach them, you're inherently going to do it with a spirit of like, hey, I'm just here to be a part of the team, which is always so like, that's always respectful and respectable and appreciated. So you really can't go wrong, Imani. You get to have your shaved head and maybe you get a little extra coin.
Well, thank you so much. I got the information. I'll be writing some email, talking to some
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, Mia Neal, that's your hair person. I hear she's amazing.
Yes, she is.
Everybody has said the same thing. And I'm curious, what is she? Is she white, black? What is she?
She's black.
Woman.
She's black.
Mm-hmm.
She's an
Oscar-winning black woman.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we see why you got that Oscar. Gotcha.
See,
She got everybody together.
She did.
Everyone looks great on stage. Let me tell you, I'm sitting in the audience being like, I'm clocking you. I see you. You make me feel seen. Oh, yes, I see this happening over here. Oh, okay. I know she got some dreads underneath that. And it looks good. They packed that in real good. Oh, yeah. It is. The hair in the show is a statement on its own. And Salome, like, what is your journey with the show and your hair? Because this is yours.
Yes. So I have sister locks. I sat in Mia's chair and Mia was like, I'm not changing anything. That's pretty much what that was. She was like, I'm not going to change anything. She thought about like adding some layers in. But then after a while, she was just like, no, I'm just going to keep it how it is. And I really appreciated that. At first, I was like, okay, cool. We're going to do do the layers. But that was because, I thought that she would be around more. And her assistant, Ashley, I thought that Ashley was going to be there 24/7.
Ashley who?
What's Ashley's last name?
Well, I don't know.
She works on a lot of other shows as well. So
is she white with a?
No, she's black. She's black.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, I thought that she would be working on the show the entire time, but she's just kind of like in and out. So I was thankful that Mia was like, we're not going to do nothing. You just leave your hair how it be.
You know what is, this is just a sidebar, and this is just a compliment to Mia. It sounds like to me, it's like so many people when they're like the head of something or whatever, they always want to like do so much to like make a name, to make a stamp. And it's funny how when you kind of just like let things be the way they want to be, it really makes a statement in a big, it can make a statement in a big way. And
I fully agree with that. I feel like if you are confident in your skills and ability, you don't got to put on a show. You're just like, what makes you feel good? It looks good too. Fantastic. Let's move on. That's it.
Exactly.
Let's move on. That's it.
Yeah.
Salome, do you cover anybody in the show?
Yes, I cover Abigail.
Have you got to go on yet?
Yeah, I've gone on for a once.
Okay. And how is that having to, like, do you love it? Or is it like, I have to have a swing braid being on and covering? How do you feel about it?
No, I love covering Abigail.
Great.
It gives me a vocal break. So, it's perfectly fine with me.
I have a question for you. So first of all, I would like to hear in your words, the courier's role in context of the show. What is that whole arc? What does it mean coming from you?
Well, as we know, a courier is a messenger, right? So in order for this show to keep going, the courier is the catalyst throughout the show. Every time we get a new dispatch in, we know that something else is about to happen. There's about to be some type of turn within the show. But also once the courier actually comes in this time and actually stays, we in my interpretation of this character is that the courier, we finally get to hear the voice of the people. We finally get to hear how the people actually feel outside of these walls of Congress, the people who these decisions are actually going to affect, the people who these decisions are actually going to put in harm's way anyway. And also to like bring awareness to the fact that, I mean, I come in limping. So clearly, like, there's a lot going on outside. There's
Yeah.
a lot happening outside of here. And even me coming in limping, they don't care. They just want to hear this dispatch. So it just goes to show you what, you know, what their objective is versus what my objective is, and how
Yeah.
these two things are like oil and water. And no matter how hard I come in and limp, no matter how high I sing or how loud I sing, they're still all about their assignment at the end of the day. And you know, yeah.
Okay, so how are you able to, or are you able to, because you're it is like a gut-wrenching moment on stage, and in the audience I found myself fighting back emotion, fighting back tears. So for you on stage, having to deliver that 8 times a week, are you able to protect your mind and your heart and leave it on stage? Does it ever come home with you?
No.
How are you able to, like, mentally I don't know, guard yourself or like prepare for it even? Any thoughts on that?
Well, I'll say this. So I usually get casted in like heavy emotional roles like that. So over my course of training and through school and things like that, I've kind of learned how to detach myself. And you know, and sometimes, you know, I'll have nights where I'm like, whew, I need a moment, you know.
Yeah.
But I would say honestly, for this specific role, now it's not as it's not taking so much out of me. And I say that because before, like what you heard last night, that was the option down of that song.
Shut up.
So
No. Good night. Get out of here. All right, I'm just gonna talk to Imani for the rest of the time. Thank you so much. So Imani, tell me about Salome. I have to stop saying that because everyone's gonna call you Salome now. Salome, like, seriously, how dare you? It is like the vocal highlight of the entire, like, it's a moment. That was your option down?
Yeah, that's the option down. And originally I was doing it higher, and after a while I got to a place where I got really sick and I was battling an infection and just battling a lot of different things that nobody really knew about. And so that trying to sing that every night really began to take a toll on me. And I was pushing because of the pressure from higher ups. And I'm steadily pushing. I'm like, yo, I can't keep doing this. Like, it's just not going to happen. So it was like the only way for me to not do it, I had to call out. In order for me not to do it, yeah, I had to make a statement and be like, all right, I'm out then. I'll see you when I see you, when I feel like coming back in and I feel like I'm ready, you know? And like, you're not going to tear my voice up. I just got started. So,
amen. Lord have mercy. Come on now.
I just got started and I have a very long ways to go. So if you,
come on,
you know, if you're not going to protect me, then I'm going to protect myself. And then whatever happens after that, that's your business. So you do whatever you got to do.
Wow.
So, you know, that happened. And so it's, you know, what kills me is sometimes in this business, they don't want to help until you're no longer there. It's like, well, to keep you, you know, can we do? No, you cannot. I'm going home. I'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so after like the last time I called out, because like I was just like, because I know my voice very well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, this is not gonna work. So, and I went to an ENT and I got this report that I was not happy about.
Oh, that's game over. I had to go to the ENT, first of all. We're not playing games. Good night. I'm gonna just take
exactly. And they were, and I made them aware of it. I was like, okay. Well, we still need you to do, okay. Well, let me show you. So I, you know, talked. I was like, well, I need an option down. And so they were like, okay, we're sorry we didn't give you that up front, blah, blah, blah. You know, but we still prefer you to do the higher. I said, okay. You know, sometimes, you know, it's not worth it to keep going back and forth with people. So I was like, okay, I'm glad to know what your preference is. That's great.
You know what? Truly, you have to put your foot down sometimes because
You
you know
do.
you. No one else is going to take care of you the way
And
you take care of you.
exactly, because after this, because if something happens to me, just as quick as you get rid, as I'm gone, is as quick as you'll have somebody else in my spot.
Replaced.
So exactly, you will replace me in a blink of an eye. So if that's what you need to do, I was like, I'm perfectly fine with that. But I'm not doing that option up.
I'm so proud of
So
you. That
yeah,
is,
so I
it takes a lot
started
of
doing the
guts,
option. Let me tell you something.
especially
It
because it's your
does.
Broadway debut. Like that takes a lot of,
Exactly. And
that's,
especially with like the pressure and
yeah.
also that's just one of those lessons that I was talking about earlier. Like you have to know when to tell people no. You know,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
cute to say, but you have to actually do it. You know? And
Yes.
I'll say this, for about the past 3 weeks, I've been optioning down.
It sounds great. You know what?
Thank you.
Honestly, I almost want to write a letter as like I'm just a random person and be like, listen, she stole the show. And that was the option. I didn't know that. I had no idea. No idea.
I may just be petty for a second because this is a but why do I just don't understand why Black women always have to scream on Broadway?
Oh my gosh.
I just
Say
don't
it again.
understand that.
One more
It
time.
makes no sense to me.
Dang.
It makes no sense to me. We should not have to scream and kill
Wow.
ourselves every single time. Like just think about if you just go down the line and think about all of the Black female leads.
I'm thinking of what's the Mrs. Doubtfire? Woo! Charity, she was like like belting it.
It's correct. Now, don't get me wrong; they are amazing, and
but like
I applaud
8
us
times a
that we
week.
have that kind of power. But we are human, just like every other race,
You know what?
and we should not have to kill ourselves like
You
that.
said it best. Like one of my good friends, she gave me some really good advice when I first got into Disney because I'd wanted to work there for so long. And then I got there and I'm like, man, this 5 shows a day is kind of a lot. She was like, don't give them all your gems.
Hello.
Come on.
This is not where you're gonna end up.
No. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
She said some other things to keep it in context for me because I'm like, but it's Disney. Like this is what I want. She's like, because you're just like you said, just getting started. You're going other places. This is not your final stop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if this is a long, like for this industry, we are using our bodies.
Yes.
It is our instrument. And
Exactly.
if you mess it up at the beginning, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So that takes a lot of like maturity and wisdom for you to like see the bigger picture.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and I do want to ask you both because I think I heard in the last interview that I did with Onika and Liz saying, and she just barely mentioned it. How was this supposed to start as a tour?
Yes.
And
Yep.
so if it was supposed to start as a tour and you guys ended up doing the out of town straight into Broadway, how was that? I feel like that kind of news would be so exciting.
Yeah, I think because COVID like changed everything around, everyone has been approaching each of these legs in a different way.
Okay.
So it is an exciting thing to be able to take it around the country for the people who want to do that. And yeah, actually, this is one of those moments where I'm going to say, let me not answer this because between the three of us, this is off the record. I'm not going on tour. So that's how I feel personally about it. So never mind. Center alt, delete, backspace. No, never mind.
Delete,
Go ahead.
delete, making a note.
Never mind. Go ahead. That's all you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to start off as a tour. Honestly, I'm glad it didn't though. I'm glad it was the complete opposite, just because of like how much is put on us for this 3-hour show. because not only, honestly, like our standbys and our swings, like they are literally pretty much on stage almost every freaking week. Like they are honestly like full-time cast members, honestly.
Wow.
And a lot of that is because there are so many people on stage, and then everybody on stage is also covering at least
Other
one to
people.
three people as well. And so we never get a break.
Yeah.
Like we never get a break. Like either you're doing a show, 2 shows, or you're in rehearsals. And then you're still trying to live whatever piece of life you can live outside of this as well. So honestly, personally, I'm glad it happened this way, because I don't know the state of how a lot of us would have been in our bodies and mentally as well, trying to do all of that with the little coverage we have on a tour, and then talking about coming to Broadway. I feel like by the time we got to Broadway,
You be
everybody would have been
tired.
like,
We're done.
yay, Broadway.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Oh, hold on. I think I've got company. We're going to have to close this down very soon. But I just want to say that I'm so excited for you both. And I know that like Broadway has many different angles you can look at it at. But regardless of the lows or whatever may be going on, I just want to give snaps to both of you guys, because I see you, and you know, you are a part of something great that is going to be in the history books of Broadway. Yes. And so I feel so excited for both of you making your debut in this show, and I just feel happy for you. So no matter what ends up going on in the future, like this happened, it will always have happened. And you're going to just keep building from here. And I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you.
And I wish I got to see you on stage, Imani, because I know that you're a moment. I know that you're a presence. I know that. I've met you in real life. I've gotten to spend time with you, and you are a very beautiful soul, truly.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And Salome, I got to see you on the stage last night, and I'm just like clutching my husband's hand, like, what is happening on my insides? Like me literally trying to shut down emotion because I was too tired to feel emotion, but still feeling it anyway. So I just want to give snaps to both of you, and
thank you.
Congratulations. How can people find you?
I guess on Instagram, if you want to. I'm for my own well-being, I am much less involved in social media than I used to be.
Good for you.
Thanks. But it's Imani Pearls, IMANI PEARLZ.
Perfect. And how about you, Salome?
Yeah, and I would say same thing, Instagram, Salome, but it's spelled SILOAM_12.
Wait, you tricking us.
I've always wondered. I always wanted to ask you why.
Wait, spell it one more time for me.
SILOAM.
Salome?
Salome. It's still Salome.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Imani laughing at me.
I'm a PK, so I have a very, spiritual Christian background.
I'm like PK. Oh, pastor's kid. Both my parents are PKs.
I was like, I'm gonna wait until someone defines what that is. I don't know what that means. But okay.
Pastor kid. Yeah.
Okay.
And so my name is biblical. So it comes from the Bible. And so there are quite a few Salomes in the Bible. And so, it goes off so many different definitions, but that specific spelling of Salome means to be sent. And so that's why I put that one up there.
Wait, that's awesome. Because you're literally, that's awesome. Yes. Love it. Love that. All right. Thank you both so much. And
thank you.
Some rest for the rest of your day and all the things.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming to Black Hair and Big Leagues. And y'all, whoever's listening to this, 1776 is at the American Airlines Theater at Roundabout on 42nd Street, and it is limited engagement until January 8th.
8th, yes.
And then rumor has it, it is going on tour around the country. If you're listening and you're like, I want to see that show, because it is quite a retelling, because it's not the cast that was the original, that's for sure. There's a lot of diversity on that stage, and it is very exciting to watch, especially specific things being said out of the mouth of a Black woman that was originally said out of the mouth of a white man. It hits differently. It really just does. So that is my endorsement for it, and I can't wait. I'm excited for you guys. Thank you both.
Thank you.